Speaker, I'm delighted to yield next to the gentleman from Florida's 15th District, Mr. Franklin.
I thank the gentleman from Louisiana for yielding. I rise tonight because our country is facing a growing economic crisis, a crisis of the Biden administration's making. With his massive and reckless spending programs, President Biden has mortgaged our economic security. Long after this current administration has skipped town, future generations of hardworking Americans will be stuck holding the bill. It's human nature to like free stuff, I suppose, and as long as Uncle Sam's willing to dole out money to everyone and everything in sight, it's easy to understand why people are happily lining up for their fair share. Well, it's also a universal truth that there's no such thing as a free lunch. Unchecked spending doesn't just hurt us in the future, it's also destructive in the near term. My Democrat colleagues have tried for months to convince the American people that it's only the rich who will pay for their reckless spending policies, but people know better. Americans across the country are starting to feel the pinch of this unbridled spending. They're certainly noticing it back in my home state of Florida, where drivers are paying more for gas than they have in nearly a decade. They see it when they go to the grocery store, where prices on everything from a jar of peanut butter to a gallon of milk have spiked sharply. They're feeling the pain on nearly everything they buy, with consumer costs rising at the highest rate in nearly 13 years. This inflation President Biden has created is an immediate tax on workers, causing each hard-earned dollar to be worth less than it was before. At the same time, skyrocketing costs of materials are making it even harder for small business owners to reopen. With high unemployment, record job openings, and spiraling inflation, it's time for the Biden administration to acknowledge that their bad medicine is hurting the patient. Congress has the authority and the responsibility to rein in this reckless spending. The time to act is now. I yield back.
Thank you, my friend. And you're exactly right. The people do know better, and the pain hardworking Americans are feeling is very real. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to yield next. The gentleman from Pennsylvania's 9th